Red button means we're live. A casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper. Here to give a take off my chest. So when everyone, including myself, spent yesterday talking about the drama with Jimmy Butler in the 305, a couple hours later, De'Aaron Fox said, "Hold my beer." According to Shams, the Sacramento Kings are expected to open up trade talks to potentially deal the All-Star ahead of the February 6th deadline. But here's the interesting part. Shams in the tweet added, Fox has a target destination in mind ahead of the 2026 free agency. That's when he's a free agent. Of course, he declined the extension with the Kings. Now, who could that be, that team? Is it Houston? Well, it's not the Lakers, but could it be like the Grizzlies? I don't know. But here's what Shams said on First Take this morning. Quote, league sources tell me that the San Antonio Spurs are De'Aaron Fox's preferred destination. That's interesting. And to me, if I'm the Spurs, this is a no-brainer. Go pair Fox with Wemby. Get it done. When I think about Fox as a player, he is an all-NBA level talent, can get downhill like the rest of them. He's the reigning steals champ. I've always liked Fox since he was at Kentucky. This is a guy on a struggling Kings team, 25, 5, and 6, a half a steal, 1.5 steals a game, and shooting 47% from the field. He is a really good player. I mean, if you can pair him in the pick and roll with the alien talent in Wemby, oh my gosh, San Antonio, do you hear that? That is a foundation to me that can contend in the West for years to come, especially when you factor in they have Castle and they also have more assets to keep building on this team. Now, you might say, why the rush? Wemby's only in his second season. The Spurs have so much time to figure out when and how they want to build a team around Wemby. And to that I say, I do not care. If I'm the Spurs, I wouldn't care about that. I wouldn't care that my franchise player is barely old enough to go to the store and buy a case of Miller Lite. He is ready now. This is the same situation that the Cavs found themselves in with LeBron and the Mavs did early on with Luka, where your franchise guy already in his second season is one of the 10 best players in the league. That's how I feel about Wemby. And when you have a top 10 player, that guy is fully capable of winning a lot of games, including the playoffs in this league, if you build the right team around him. When we think about what Wemby's doing this year, the fact that they're floating around 500 with the roster that I wouldn't say is that great. I mean, Vassell is like their second best player. Vassell? No disrespect. And he's averaging 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 blocks. That's a testament to how good Wembanyama is. So if I'm San Antonio, I'd throw out a potential package right now of Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins, most likely Vassell to win over Fox, a couple firsts. Boom, you have him. I would get it done. Now, the beauty of this package, losing Vassell would hurt because what he can do from behind the arc, and he is a good scorer and he's young. But the beauty of this package is it actually doesn't hurt the Spurs that much in their future. Because when you think about San Antonio, other than OKC, they might have the most draft capital in the league. Because not only do they have all their first-round picks, they have Houston's, and I believe they also have Atlanta still from the DeJounte Murray trade. Then you factor in Wemby's on a rookie deal, their cap space, their type of contracts that they have, and their young players. It wouldn't ruin their future. So let's say this Fox thing doesn't work out. They don't go to the Western Conference Finals in a couple of years. Fox ends up progressing. They can move off this quick and still have a generational top player in the league in Wembanyama. It's just when I think about all the all-time great big men in this league that won championships, right? Who do they all have in common as their teammate? A dynamic guard. Shaq had D-Wade and Kobe. Kareem had Big O and Magic. Hell, even Wilt had Jerry West. And when you think about more recently, Jokic had Murray. So what were we all saying before the draft process? That Wemby could be the GOAT, potentially. At least the GOAT big man or one of them. So why would you not give him his dynamic guard teammate? These dynamic guards that are this good are not easy to come by. You have an opportunity to do so. And if I'm San Antonio, although I feel bad for Kings fans because they finally had a good team and now it feels like 2 years later it's all gone and they're probably going to be bad again for a long time. If I'm San Antonio, I would take him from the Kings and I would get the ball rolling now on Victor Wembanyama's contention plan because I think he's that good already. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social medias to stay updated on all things related to the show.